What's up everyone? Today in this video, I'm gonna be showing you the best morning routine ever devised by mankind, literally guaranteed to make you superhuman, guaranteed to accelerate your healing, guaranteed to make anything possible in your life. Scientifically validated, factual statements is what we're gonna be going over today. Literally the best morning routine ever. So let's get into it. I'm not even gonna talk about who I am. Numero uno for the morning routine is you're gonna wake up. We are gonna wake up. Ooh, I can feel the tension. What is the first thought that you have in the morning? Is it, oh fuck, so early? Oh, so tired. What is the first thought? We gotta grab the reins of consciousness in the morning. Thank you, God, for waking me up today. I am so grateful for this day full of possibilities. I am so grateful for this walk on a rock. I am so grateful for the breath of this moment and the moment of this breath. Thank you, God. So we start our days off with gratitude because gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Gratitude is everything. Gratitude, God wants you to be grateful. God wants you to include everything, include Him in everything. And what better way than to include Him in the first moment of our days? So, gratitude, prayer. Let's say mantra, prayer, whatever you want to call it. Powerful, powerful stuff to set the tone for the day. Now, once we have woken up and we have a gratitude prayer down, what we need to do, what I recommend you do, is go, you gotta take care of yourself, brush your teeth, tongue scrape, try not to swallow right when you wake up because of the bacteria accumulating overnight on your tongue. Just scrape that will help a lot with your gut health. And then we're gonna slam a bunch of water. Ideally, we're gonna be slamming water with electrolytes. If you want to check out my mom's company, Purist Electrolyte, it's real salt, real fruit, that's it. Not LMNT, lab-made, expensive table salt nonsense. Real fruit, real salt, and it's been healing people. Real people, real healing stories. That's what it's about to become. So, we drink some water, of course. Drink, water, whatever. And we're gonna keep it moving. I'm not gonna keep you guys here all day long. You guys are busy. So, put your clothes on, and the next thing we're gonna do is we have to get out of our minds. We have to get out of our minds and into our hearts, out of our minds and into our hearts, into our bodies. If you're an entrepreneur, that is a game of the heart. If you're an athlete, that is a game of the heart. We want to connect with the nexus of our nervous system in the morning, our central command, our power, our intuition. And the way to do that is to move. Now, you may be training for an Ironman, you may be training for something, you may have an exercise routine, not gonna impose on that. This is the best morning routine ever because you get to call the shots. It is your morning routine, it is flexibility. What I'm providing to you in this video is a structure that I believe has been tried, it has been tried and tested with all of my pro athletes as clients. It's been tried and tested by me, who's basically a freakazoid when it comes to routine. If you saw my journal entries from the past 5 years, it's literally just me writing out like, tomorrow I'm gonna do this, and tomorrow I'm gonna do that. So this is just me condensing it down to what I believe is truly the best. And what we're gonna do is move our bodies after we've kind of like gotten ourselves together. So, gratitude, prayer, drink, dress, move our bodies. If you don't have an exercise routine at the moment or you're not training for anything, then what I recommend you do is 3 sets of something in the morning. 3 sets to failure of push-ups. 3 sets to failure. What do I mean by that and why that seems kind of aggressive? I promise you it is. And the thing about it is that we need to win the voice based on fear in the morning. We need to conquer fear right in the morning. And when you are doing any exercise in the gym, you're gonna notice that there's a voice that pops up into your mind that says, just go to 10. Just go to 10 reps, just go to 10 reps, just go to 10 reps. Okay. And that's the voice based on fear that's looking for a way out. Fear is always gonna look for a way out. Fear doesn't love ambiguity, but it lives in it. It lives in the vague, so then it comes out and it's like, just do 10. Because I'm afraid of how many reps this guy might end up doing. He could kill himself, he could this, he could that, it hurts, blah, blah, blah. We all have that voice in our minds. In the morning, if you can do 3 sets to failure. What do I mean by failure? I mean override that voice at least once every day, right in the morning. You conquer yourself, you can conquer the world. Conquer that voice based on fear, you live in faith. So 3 sets to failure, and don't do a very long rest in between the sets, because this will end up being like this movement kind of scenario should take 10 minutes tops, like 10 to 15 minutes for you to do 3 sets to failure. Now it could be air squats. For me, I did about 6 months of air squats, 3 sets to failure. Brutal, but probably one of the best, most powerful hormonal stimuluses in my life. Sorry, I was in extra help math and I missed grammar. So 3 sets to failure is going to get us out of the mind, into the body, in our zone of power, and we're gonna be breathing pretty hard. I'm gonna show you a breathing diagram here soon, because I'm a breathwork guy first and foremost. Of course, my computer keeps. I'm also going to link my morning routine standard operating procedure in the description below for you to refer to here at the end. So I'm just gonna go over some stuff that it's gonna be easier for you to listen to this than for you to read it. 3 sets to failure. Air squats, push-ups. You're gonna do 50 push-ups the first set, but then you're gonna do 20 seconds of rest, and then you're gonna be able to get maybe 30, maybe 25, and then you're gonna do 20 seconds of rest, you're gonna be maybe able to get 12. And so the thing is with failure, to failure, what I really mean is to faith. And so that looks like on day 1, we got 60 push-ups on set 1, and then we got set 1, 60. Then the next one we got 32. Then the next one we got 21. The next day, you see where this is going, we have to go to 61. It's a new ceiling. We've created a new standard for ourselves. And life, identity happens from, change happens from the identity level outwards. We fall to the level of our training, not to the level of our beliefs. And so we're falling to the level of our standards here, where we have to go to 61. And then we try to go to 33, and then we try to go to 22. Those are some pretty good numbers too. So that is the mindset in the morning of like tough love, tough self-love. I'm not here to like play games. If you actually want to get something done in life, if you actually want to heal your body, if you want to become a new person and feel like you have this new resilience and fortitude within your soul, within your self-image and concept, you have to do hard things, period. 99% of your problems in this life right here, right now can be solved by massive, massive action. And for a lot of you, this is going to be massive, massive action. But I guarantee if you do it for 3 months straight, you will be a superhuman, you will be unstoppable, your self-image will change, your identity will change, subsequently your thoughts will change, subsequently your emotions will change, subsequently your actions will change, and you're on the positive feedback loop. So that is that. That is the move section of the morning routine. And we call this section, body. Body. Next section is the mind section. The mind section is quite straightforward. Hold on, let me back it up here. Let me just back it up quick before we get into that. Because what I want to go over before we get into the next section, and that section is an absolute banger, is ideally when we're outside, when we are moving, what we're doing is we're doing it outside grounded. This is how my mom healed her stigmatism. This is how my mom went from being able to not eat anything to being able to eat anything. Outside, grounded, looking at the disc, the sun, truly looking directly into the sun, into the disc. That is pure energy. That's going to change everything for you. It's going to change your circadian rhythm. It's going to change your hormones, biorhythm, everything. So in the morning, you can look at the sun. I gotta do a 0 degree line here. 0 degrees. This is 30 degrees, 30. And this right here is the sun. Boom, beautiful. This is you looking directly at the sun. Now, when the sun's coming up, you can look directly into it until about 30 degrees. And then the sunlight gets a little too harsh. The infrared, near infrared, the wavelengths of the sun change and it becomes too much. I would recommend looking at the disc every single morning though, and start with 5 seconds. 5 seconds looking at the disc a day. 5, then 10 the next day, then 15, then 20, then 30, all the way up until you just are addicted, and you will feel this jolt of energy. Whoa. I'm telling you, I'm not messing with you here. I'm not messing around. This is the basis of healing. You are a light being. You are a complicated plant with your own version of photosynthesis, and we are not in rhythm. And when you're not in rhythm, it is so hard to heal. Your nervous system's whacked out, blah, 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 blah. If you can't do the sun in the morning, I would recommend getting an EMR Tech light. The code is NIC37177 for 20% off. That is $200 of the best money you're ever going to spend in your entire life. I highly recommend any of you getting a red light, because it is hard to look at the disc every morning if you're living in a city or whatever. But whenever you can, hit that disc. Hit that disc. And this goes for sunrise and sunset. So when it's coming up and when it's going down, this is so, so crucial. And it's really, really amazing if you are grounded in bare earth, you got your redox going on, you're basically a portable electronic device, and you are also a closed circuit. And so for us to discharge our positive ions and our positive charge so that we can remain more negatively charged, we need to be touching the bare earth. The more negatively charged you are, the more energy you're gonna have. I may or may not go over that in another video, we shall see. But that's that. So we're talking 20 minutes here to wake up, pray, drink, move, ground, disc. And there we go. We're gonna keep it moving. And we're gonna get into the meditation now. Yes, the meditation, the breathwork, the meditation. I am a breathwork guy. I haven't missed a day of breathwork in over 4 years. I haven't missed a day of meditating in about 3 years. And it is truly the #1 highest return on investment, return on energy thing I've ever done in my entire life. Truly, the more you can sit in stillness, the more you can meditate and do breath work, the better your life will be. Even Einstein, he's like, I use the seeking mind to try to find the answer, and I find nothing. I sit in silence, and the answer comes to me. Might have butchered that quote, but you get the point. Even Einstein's talking about meditation and stillness and tapping into the infinite creativity, the field of infinite potentiality. Best morning routine ever. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna give you some game right now. I'm gonna give you some game, get focused, throw the phone away, get present, woosah. Okay, so the meditation, mind. I recommend doing, if you don't have your own meditative practice or your own object of focus, I recommend you doing the Vortex method meditation. So the Vortex method meditation, let me just set the stage for you guys here first. When you are meditating, we're doing a little crisscross here, great. And we are, we got our hands on our knees, All right, so the most important thing ultimately is to have a straight spine. We are at tension, we are attentive, we are present, fully 90 degrees up, and this ultimately 90 degrees. That is going to be the best posture for meditation. Now you can meditate with your eyes closed, laying down. I have no issue with however you meditate. This isn't medical advice. This is a suggestion. About 90 degrees for your meditation. The object of this meditation is for you to relax out of tension, to relax out of thoughts, to feel your feelings, to come into a greater level of acceptance, and to ultimately shift your brain waves from beta to alpha. During this entire morning routine, notice, don't look at your phone. Whatever you do, it's the most destructive thing for all my clients. It's the most destructive thing for me in my life. Just don't look at the phone. If you can manage to not look at the phone through this morning routine, you're going to be set up for success. And so, regardless, when you do a workout in the morning, you do 3 sets of push-ups, you do yoga, you do a hot cold shower, you do some movement qigong in the shower. Great. We're probably going to be in a bit more of a beta brainwave state, beta. And as we meditate, we are going to bring ourselves back down to alpha. Alpha. And alpha is the bridge between the unconscious and the conscious, the subconscious and the conscious. It is a zone of genius, really powerful place for you to reside for deep work. Deep work every morning counts. We're going to make sure these mornings count to the nth degree. So the meditation is going to take you from beta to alpha, where we are, super stoked and calm. Now this meditation, I'm not going to force any sort of meditation upon you, but what I am going to show you is one method to focus. Ultimately, this meditation is training your focus. It's training your focus. Yes, we're releasing out of tension, but we're training our focus. We're training our attention, the second superpower of your consciousness: awareness, attention, intention. We're training all three, really. I'm going to help you guys focus on just focusing in this video. If you want to learn more about the 3 superpowers of your consciousness, I have another video on that. We're going from beta to alpha. Love it. So, how do we go from beta to alpha? I'm a breathwork guy. So what I recommend you guys do is to sit upright, find your meditative posture, maybe it's laying down, and what we're gonna do is follow a 4-step procedure of breathwork called the Vortex method. I'm gonna go over this very quick because I have another video going in depth on this, but basically we're gonna do some big breathing because ideally we're doing our push-ups right here, push-ups, or our air squats or whatever, and we're already breathing pretty hard. So the best thing you can do is just literally, when you're done with the push-ups, sit down on the mat and keep your breathing high into a powerful, this is gonna be really powerful when you vortex all this energy. And what we're doing here is shifting from exercising to cultivating energy. So we just cleared the mental inbox, blew out the cobwebs this morning. Now we're going to move into cultivating energy and recharging the body with negative ions, oxygen, life force, prana, chi, whatever you want to call it. We're going to cultivate a bunch of energy, and then we are going to exhale, hold our breath. During this time, our oxygen is up here, our CO2 is down here. We're holding our breath, but the CO2 begins to rise up, the oxygen begins to go down. What happens there is a really powerful stimulus. So we go from exercising, cultivating, to stimulating an adaptation response that is going to make your heart adapt and become stronger. Your brain is going to make your heart more efficient, brain more efficient, guts more efficient, organs more efficient, and then an injury or an illness, that is also going to get healed as well from this exhale hold, because the most stressful thing for the human body is not having any oxygen. And when you do that, So suddenly your body's like, whoa, what was that? If Nick holds his breath again tomorrow, we need to be more efficient in case he dies, in case he can't breathe in again. Your body's really smart, it's really dumb. Your nervous system's really smart, it's really dumb. So if you can trick your body into creating an adaptation response through holding your breath, that is going to change the game for you on a compounding basis. So we're exercising, cultivating, stimulating a response. Then what we're doing is going into a coherence breath. 5.5 in, 5.5 out. That is circulating this internal pharmacy of painkillers, neurotransmitters, healing, healing cells, healing killer cells they're called, killing the inflammation. Think of it that way. You can source check me. I heard it from a whisper in the woods. Circulating, this is the coherence breath, which you can literally follow this entire sequence on my Coherence Breathwork app, by the way. Subtle plug. So we're going crazy, exercising, cultivating, stimulating, circulating, and then what we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do, is do a vortex breath, and we're gonna go 13 in, 13 out, 8 in, 8 out, 5 in, 5 out, 3 in, 3 out, 2 in, 2 out, 1 in, 1 out, hold. Okay, 13, 8, 5, 3, 2, 1. This is, we're going exercising, cultivating, stimulating, circulating, concentrating, and this is the meditation. This is your morning routine. It's movement, breath work, meditation. That's it. 3 steps. You can play within this structure, but I highly recommend doing movement before you meditate, because otherwise you're just going to meditate and you're going to fall asleep again. Or you're not actually going to get what needs to get out of your body. You're not going to actually get into your body. You're just going to sit there and think, and then you're going to go work out, and then you're never going to shift your nervous system back down to parasympathetic. You're going to go work out, and then you're going to shower, and then you're going to run to work, and then you're going to have a coffee, and your cortisol is like max, 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 until you crash out at 3:30 p.m., and then you fall into doom scrolling, and then your dopaminergic stores are blown out, and then you're not productive in the afternoon, which is what we want to avoid. So, I'm excited today. Come on. Come on. All right. So, we're concentrating on our intention. Intention. Now, your intention could be heal my body, heal my torn ACL, heal my gut, heal my brain. Your intention could be connecting with God. Your intention could be being calm during a meeting later that day. Intention is the 3rd superpower of your consciousness. So we're training our awareness, and we're training our attention, and we're always we're pointing the arrow of our attention in the direction of our intention. Boom. You don't want to write that down, maybe. Okay, through line to intention. And from this place, I recommend you meditate for 20 to 30 minutes. It takes about 20 minutes for the monkey brain to STFU, shut up. And from that place, then we are really in a zone of training our minds to let go of tension, release from fear, release from programs, release from thoughts, and ultimately extending the period between thoughts where we are in total bliss, embodiment, seat of personal power, which is the present moment. And from that place, anything is possible. From that place, you can manifest, visualize. And so we do this breath work into a meditation. And then I will talk to you quickly here about the visualization and the end of this meditation, because your nervous system always remembers the last rep. The nervous system is going to remember your last rep in the basketball court, your last shot, your last whatever, your last ski run. It is going to remember your last moment, your last intention, your last thought of the meditation. So, you know, we just finished a 13, 13, 8, 8, 5, 5, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, out, hold, 13, 8, 5, 3, 2, 1. And hold. Hold. Now, you hold for a moment. Set your intention. Set intention on the hold. Again, you can follow along on the Coherence Breathwork app. Set the intention, and then from here, what we're going to do is breathe as little as possible. Buteyko breathing. And we are going to, this intention is going to be a sincere wish. May I be completely free from stress and suffering, for example. Perhaps it's a tranquil wisdom insight meditation where you are sending love out to a spiritual friend. You're sending love out to your father, your mother, your grandfather, someone you hate, someone you don't like, someone that's wronged you. You send them love and you receive love back. You send them love for 15 minutes, then you send yourself love for the next 15 minutes in the meditation. That's one option, and that's what's outlined in the document I'm linking below. But for this purpose, we do the vortex breath, and then we breathe as little as possible, Buteyko type breathing. All gain in life is a result of accumulated consciousness, and when you make your breath shorter, smaller, you accumulate consciousness, and you ultimately are going to fall into a vortex of relaxation that you've never, ever experienced before in your life. It is going to be the most relaxing state your nervous system's ever been in when done correctly and consistently. It is going to set the nervous system GPS back to 0. And that's what we want, because a blank slate going into the day, that is power. A blank, clear, present, embodied, fully there state, not stuck in some frame, not stuck in the matrix of our own making, not stuck in some program of our mind. We are just bam, there. Now, you're gonna do a little Buteyko breathing after the vortex breath. You're gonna barely breathe, barely move your nose hairs. And then you're just gonna sit upright and meditate. And you're gonna just breathe normally, however you kind of normally breathe. Again, we are deep in alpha/theta brainwave state during this time. Theta is when your subconscious is most highly suggestible, which is why setting an intention in alpha theta is so powerful, because we're literally reprogramming our subconscious mind by reprogramming our brainwave state to be in alpha theta, seat of power. Peak performance brainwave state, that's where the Olympians are when they go out on the track. So we're gonna meditate and we're gonna normally breathe. And the most powerful thing to do during this time are the 6 R's. The 6 R's are one of the most powerful things I've ever come across in my entire life. It is a way for you to decondition yourself from your programs. It's a way for you to release from tension, release from fear, and ultimately clear the mental inbox so that you can be powerful once again, and so that you can train your body and your nervous system to not be afraid anymore. We need to take ourselves out of survival bias, where the nervous system's focused on all the things that may or may not kill us, and we need to start living. We need to train our nervous systems to be open-hearted, open, expanded, living life to the fullest, experiencing at the nth degree the present moment. So 6 R's is how we're going to train this. 6 R's. First R is recognize. Recognize is another word basically for awareness here. Recognize. What was I just thinking about? Oh, recognize, 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 recognize. Really emphasize the recognize. Then we're going to release the thought. Like scissors cutting a kite above your head. Chink! Release the thought. Release the tension. Recognize, release, relax. Relax the body, relax the tension, recognize, release, relax, re-smile. During the meditation, you will recognize that your mind has wandered when you realize you are not smiling anymore. When you've lost your smile, you've lost your mindfulness. So recognize, release, relax, re-smile, re-breathe, and return to the object of our meditation, which is frankly our intention or our heart. So get up in the morning, gratitude prayer, move your body, hot cold shower, 3 sets to push-ups to failure, get in the gym, something like that. And then we're gonna do the Vortex breathing, where you cultivate, stimulate, circulate, concentrate your energy into your intention, concentrated attention on our intention, and then we meditate for the rest of the meditation whilst doing the 6 R's, where we are recognizing, releasing, relaxing, re-smiling, rebreathing, and returning back to our heart, back to our seat of personal power, back to the center of our nervous system, back to our intuition. Open your eyes and have an incredible day. Thank you all for watching. I hope this was helpful. I have a link to my Breathwork app, Coherence, in the description below. I have the morning routine SOP also linked below. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, comments, questions, ideas for videos for me moving forward. I would love to hear your feedback, your insight, even if it's super negative and not constructive. Hit me with it. Thank you guys. Have a good morning.